Here's how to start a conversation so that you don't pass out because it's so stressful. This is especially made for introverts and those who are on the autism spectrum, or really anybody who finds meeting new people and starting conversations difficult. I'll make sure to tell you about how to use the right tools so that you can make this your own and just second nature by the end of this video, all right? What you want to do is, step number 1, watch your body language. When you approach somebody, you want to be shoulders to shoulders, face to face, head on, make direct eye contact without opening your eyes too wide. And you want to smile. Now, I know not all of us are smiley people, so at least try your best to have a pleasant expression on your face as you extend your hand. And here's the script you want to use. Step number 1, as you extend your hand, you say, hi, hello, or whatever your salutation is. Then you state your name. Now, here's a quick quiz. Which of these 2 introductions do you think will serve you more if your goal is to project a polished, confident image? I'm, and then your name, or my name is. If your objective is to project a confident image, I'm, and then your name. So you state your name, then you state the reason why you are introducing yourself. For example, a very simple reason, I haven't had a chance to meet you yet. Or let's say that you're in a more casual environment. I've seen you around, but I haven't had a chance to formally introduce myself. Or maybe it's a networking event. We haven't had the chance to connect yet. Very simple. Then, what's your name? Let's say their name is Joe. You're going to repeat their name and say, Joe, always confirm their name. That does a couple things for you. Number 1, it is the sweetest sound to their ears, so they're going to like that when you use their name. And it's going to help you remember their name simply because you said it while you're looking at them. Then you're going to say, nice to meet you, whatever their name is. And that's when you pull your hand back. Okay? Now we'll get into more things like what to do with your hands and body language during the conversation in future lessons. And this is number 1 in a series of 5 videos about how to start, maintain, and end conversations. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when those videos come out. But for now, you have gone through the introduction. We're going to start the conversation and it's going to be effortless. Remember, person, place, or thing. As you're walking up the steps, as you're going through the front door, as you're parking your car, whatever it may be, notice one thing strikes you as particularly impressive or different. It has to be positive, remember. For example, I was just in a museum the other day. It was kind of a social event / cultural event. And as I was walking through the museum, the antique tile on the floor was phenomenal. I know people who would have come back that night with a chisel and a hammer just to rip it off the floor and steal it and bring it home in their luggage if they could have. It was that good. So that was my thing. One of the children of one of my friends was playing the violin in a recital that was going on in that train station that evening. That was going to be my person. And then my place was going to be the venue itself. So I had my person, place, and thing. But remember this.
This is your word of warning.
I teach these skills all over the world. And there are 2 types of students, those that succeed and those that fail. I want you to succeed. Use the tools that I'm telling you to use, because if you don't, the odds of you succeeding dramatically decrease. And I don't want that for you. So download the tools in the description below, and that's the missing link that will tie all of this together. So once I have said, nice to meet you, Joe, and I've taken my hand back, I'm going to reference that person, place, or thing. Joe, did you happen to see, as you were coming in here, that tile on the floor? I hear that it's all over this building. Now, if that person that you're speaking to has any social skills at all, they're going to pick up on that, and they'll talk about that, or maybe something else they noticed about the venue. If not, you've still got a person. I'm here because my friend's son, Victor, is playing the violin. Are you here with somebody, or did you just come for the event itself? And then if they give you anything, oh, I'm here with my son. No matter what they throw back at you, what they're trying to do is engage with you. So make it easy for them. Remember that if you want people to want to engage with you, if you want people to want you around, one of the keys is you must make it easy for them to communicate with you. The more difficult it is for people to communicate with you, the less they will want to be around you, because it's a chore. When it comes to relationships and conversations, make it easy for other people to talk to you. And the easiest way to do that is to use very simple cues, such as, really, tell me about your son. If you can talk about something that they love, you're good. You can talk about the place. Tell me about the other places where you've gone. If this is any indication as to what they were like, I'd love to hear about that. What you're really doing is you're fishing. You're throwing out the bait, hoping they will respond with something that you will recognize as a point that they want to talk about. Let's say that they were to tell you something like, yes, I did see that tile. It's the same tile they used to have in the men's room before I came here late one night. Whatever they say that you can recognize as they took the bait on that one, that's when you then respond with open-ended questions. Things like, really, tell me about that. If they were to say, my son's in the band, really, tell me about him. Which one is he? Tell me about what it's like being a parent of one of these prodigy children. You've lived here your whole life. Tell me, what was it like growing up here? So you're the one who took the tile from the bathroom? Tell me about how you got away with it. You know? Once they take the bait, then reel them in with tell me about, what do you think about, and how do you feel about questions. If you have those 3 open-ended questions in your hip pocket, tell me about, how do you feel about, and what do you think about, you will be effortlessly reeling people in and bringing them into your circle. And they will become more effortless conversations because they will become more intimate relationships. If by that point, they still are not asking you anything, they're not taking the initiative, they may not want to engage with you, that's okay. It's nothing against you. It just means they're not into engaging at the moment. They might have just gotten dumped. You never know. So don't take it personally. That's okay. If you are on the autism spectrum, or you're an introvert, or starting conversations just makes you nervous, this is going to be one of your favorite parts, because now is the time to strategically step away for a minute. This does many different things for you. Number 1, it lets you take a moment so that if you're practicing your skills, you can take your tools out, ensure that you don't move forward until you've covered everything up until now, and you can get ready for the conversation that's to come. Finally, when you come back, when that person is still there, you now know that they are choosing to continue that conversation with you. And that can really help lower anxiety for everybody. I'm going to leave using the OFF method, OFF. I'm buzzing off. Before I move along, quickly tell me, what are the phrases or the tools that you have found most useful in this video maybe, or in general, when it comes to helping you hold these types of conversations? If you could let me know, I would appreciate that. The OFF technique goes like this. You want to make them an offer. Something such as, you know, I just realized I'm out of coffee and I noticed that you're running low too. I'm gonna go grab a cup. Would you like me to grab you one as well? If you use an as well offer, meaning I'm gonna go get myself something, so you wouldn't be putting me out at all if you were to accept my offer. When I say something like, you know, I'm gonna go grab a workbook. I noticed you don't have one. Would you like me to grab you one as well? I'm gonna show you, simply by nature of being here together in this spot, means that to me, you are worthy of my attention, and I'm gonna give it to you and see you and recognize an opportunity that I might have to serve you, because I have a service attitude. So that's what that shows. That's an extraordinary thing. And after you've done that, it's time to ask them to do you a favor. There's a lot of reasons why you want to do this. Basically, it comes down to this. When you ask someone to do you a very simple favor, such as, can you watch my stuff while I go to make sure that no one accidentally walks off with it? That's a favor that anyone would say yes to. But even so, after they say yes, they will justify why they are doing you that favor, and that will serve you. So we're going to leave it at that. Then the final F in this process is familiar language. Here's what that means. When I get up and go, right before I leave, I might say something like,
will you save my spot for me?
Or, Joe, you're in charge while I'm gone, okay? Or,
I'll be right back.
You know, simple phrases like, I'll be right back. You're in charge while I'm gone. Save my spot. Those phrases are not too personal. They're simply phrases that we generally only hear from people who we are very familiar with. So if you use those phrases when you first meet people, they will find it remarkable. And then you can go into the bathroom and take a minute and breathe and think to yourself, oh my gosh, I just did that. You can walk up and down the hallway. Give yourself the time and the space to decompress. And then when you come back into the room, you'll be all set up for the next stage, which is keeping this conversation going. If things like this are difficult for you, make it easy. Use a system and a pattern that has been proven to be effective and serve you. That's what this pattern is. But most people, when they hear this, if they want to use it, they'll think, I'm going to use that. But the difference between those who are successful and those who are not is the tools that they use when they practice. You need to have the right tools. So download the tools that I'm offering you for free with this lesson. There's no more to it. And knowing what to do with your hands and knowing how to close the conversation. We're going to get into those in the upcoming videos. This next one, it's going to be how to keep this conversation going. If you found this one useful, you're really going to like that.